Ciao. Thank you for joining me today. I want to take you on a tour of my painting, Savoca, Sicilia. This is a hill town in Sicily that is commonly known as one of the most beautiful villages in Italy. As you can see, it is quite high. It looks over the Mediterranean Sea. The views are stunning. The time of day in this painting is actually the early morning. I like to go there in the morning because it's cooler, but also the sun rises on this side of the island. And so the light comes this way and illuminates the whole village in a beautiful, soft light. And so I really like that about this, and that's what I'm capturing here. You can see the switchback roads that ascend to the top of the mountain. The village itself winds around the top of the hills. But an interesting thing about this village is even if you haven't been there, you might recognize this already, especially if you've seen the movie The Godfather. Some of the scenes were filmed there. And let's see, this right here is the Chiesa di San Nicolo, which was where Michael Corleone married Apollonia. They walked along this road right here. That was one of the most famous scenes in the movie. You can see this horizontal road going here. And here is the church. The entrance to the church is on this side. I was in that church. It's a beautiful church. It's light filled. There's a famous statue of Santa Lucia in there, if you'd like to see it. One of the things that surprised me was that this church is on a cliff. It is actually on the very edge. That is actually a spectacular viewpoint. So if you go here, be sure and go to this part of the village because the panorama is wonderful. And there's actually this is a little known fact. If you continue up this road right here, there are the ruins of a castle a little higher up that mountain. Another interesting thing about this, if you remember the scene at Bar Vitelli where Michael Corleone met Apollonia's father, that it's not in this painting, but it's about right here in relation to the church. So you can see that too. It is a great place to have an espresso or one of the pastries that this town is famous for. They're really good. They have a beautiful terrace that's shaded. You can hang out there. And about, let's see, the town kind of winds this way. So when you come up these switchback roads, there's going to be a parking area. There is actually a sculpture to Francis Ford Coppola, like right at the entrance to the town, and it's quite pretty. It's done with mirrors, and it's got a really glossy surface. So I guess it's the shining Hollywood look, but it's really pretty. They've surrounded it with flower beds, and just beyond that is Bar Vitelli. Then you wind your way through the town, and you end up here. So that is my little tour of a village that is, in a quiet corner of Sicily that's beautiful and rural, and yet it's also famous. So thank you for joining me here today. Take care, stay safe, and ciao ciao.